What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we've got some brand spankin' new, that one hurt, Destiny 2 news, courtesy of the Bungie weekly update that has just gone live, revealing official information. And it's been a pretty big week so far, and so let's get started. But just before we do, this is the Red Magic Nova gaming tablet, and you don't need this thing. Now, I bet you weren't expecting that considering they're sponsoring the video, but I'm just being honest. Yeah, it's the ultimate tablet for the ultimate gamer. A massive 2.8K display with 144 Hz, that's insane. Not to mention up to 512 gigabytes of storage and a first in its class cooling system that lets you game all night, whether that's Magic Arena, which I love to play on this thing, or Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, or maybe a future rumored Destiny mobile game as well. The Red Magic Nova is going to let you play it with the utmost quality and consistency. But it's not just for gaming, it's a good overall tablet. Whether you're taking pictures of your dog, or watching movies, watching videos, streaming services, if you're on the plane, on the bus, this thing is going to do exactly what you want a tablet to do. But also, if you do decide to play a game, whoo, it's gonna play it a lot better than most of its competitors. But again, realistically, do you really need a tablet this powerful? No, but you are gonna want one. And let's be honest, guys, if we only did things we needed, we wouldn't be playing video games at all. So sometimes it's good to give in to what you want. So definitely, guys, if you want the ultimate gaming tablet, check out the Red Magic Nova by clicking the link in the description down below. Alright, now first things first, what's been going on this week for Destiny 2? Well, on the Tuesday weekly reset, we had the launch of Episode 2 Revenant, and overall, opinions are mixed to say the least. There's certainly some good things about this episode, and I'll talk about them, but there's an overwhelming amount of negativity towards one particular thing. Now, that thing is the story. As you can see right here, people were completing the entirety of the Act 1 story in just over an hour, some people in even less than an hour, and yeah, people were not really happy about that. It was just such a small amount of content completed so quickly. Now, there's a definite reason for this. That's because Episode 2 Revenant is actually the first season where Bungie decided to not timegate the content. So instead of doing just a small chunk of that weekly quest and then having to wait an entire week to do another chunk, and then another week for another chunk, and then another week for another chunk, you were able to do every single of those like weekly story quests back to back to back to back. And it turns out that it kind of exposed how little content there is in terms of those weekly quests. When they're not stretched out over a month-long period, you can speedrun them in, again, just over an hour. Now, personally, this might be a hot take, but I would way rather be able to beat the story in 1 hour than have that hour stretched out over a month. Right? Like, I don't understand why Bungie thinks that making people come back week after week after week for small chunks of mediocre content is a good thing. That's how people get burnt out and quit the game. I much rather have 1 week where it's content rich, but I get everything done, and then I can go and play, you know, Warhammer 40K, Space Marine 2, or whatever other games, but then when I look back at my time playing this season, it's that 1 week of legitimate fun, rather than months stretched out when you're not having that good of a time, right? That's my personal opinion. But regardless, I think, again, it really did expose just how little story content we're actually getting in these seasons. And so I think a lot of people are realizing Bungie is going to have to step it up. Now, in the future with Frontiers, we're getting 2 major expansions per year, and there's not going to be this episode model, so hopefully that's going to be the big injection of content that we're looking for when a new season launches. But aside from the story content, episode Revenant does have some cool stuff. I am an Onslaught enjoyer, so I am really liking all the Onslaught improvements. I would love to see this game mode be improved upon further. Now in future seasons, I don't necessarily hope that, the entire seasonal activity is just more Onslaught, but I hope Bungie adds new Onslaught maps and so on every once in a while. The new weapons to go after are pretty sick. I just put out a video ranking all of them from the worst to the best. I did overlook the bittersweet PvE god roll of Sympathetic Arsenal plus bait and switch. That's definitely pretty good. Should move it up one tier. My bad. Had the brain rot of farming nonstop edge transit, so I was only looking for magazine size increasing perk. But regardless, definitely check that out. And then on top of that, guys, a lot of people are confused by the tonic system. This is explained extremely poorly in game. In fact, basically not at all. The fact that you unlock more recipes by spamming lower rarities of a certain tonic. So definitely, guys, I would actually recommend you check out this video here, going over how I unlocked every single fieldwork upgrade, a bunch of tips when it comes to potions and so on, and it links to another video as well. So definitely, that's how you unlock the potions, and I wish it was explained better in game, because so many people don't know how to do that, and they're just like lost and have no tonic recipes unlocked. But guys, remember, episode Revenant is far from complete. We still have Act 2 and Act 3 upcoming. But funny enough, Bungie kind of leaked what is coming in-game. If you go to the ingredients, the reagents tab, there's two you can't get. One of them refers to the Tomb of Elders. Now, Bungie stated before that an old Destiny 1 activity is coming back in Act 2, so that's likely Prison of Elders from Destiny 1. And the other missing ingredient refers to an exotic mission called Kel's Fall. And again, it's rumored that an exotic quest, an exotic mission is coming in Act 3. So definitely still some stuff to look forward to for this season. But guys, moving on from there, let's talk about the brand new information within the TWAB. And basically the TWAB is really just hammering down what is happening tomorrow, because we have the massive release of the brand new dungeon. First of all, Bungie Foundation is doing the Hurricane Relief Campaign, talking about how Hurricane Helene and now Hurricane Milton is devastating parts of the US, and you can donate to the Bungie Foundation and receive the Through the Storm emblem right here, guys. And of course, the TWAB is going to be linked in the description of this video. Now, continuing from there, something else that Bungie released this week was the trailer for the Vesper's Host dungeon, which launches tomorrow. That's going to be playing in the background gameplay, and it looks pretty crazy. In fact, there's a part near the end where you see them respawn. It says, broadcast repeat. People are speculating that there might be like a time travel theme to this dungeon, and we also see a little bit of gameplay of the Icebreaker exotic sniper rifle, an iconic Destiny 1 exotic that is going to be the dungeon reward for Vesper's Host. And remember, guys, how it's going to work is that it launches tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific. There will be contest mode for 48 hours. So essentially, you will be at 1985 power. If you're above it, you'll be set to that power, and that's the minimum power to be at your peak efficiency for contest mode for the duration of that 48 hours. And if you beat the dungeon with contest mode, you get the Icebreaker guaranteed as a drop. Now, after the first 3 teams beat it on contest mode, like after we have our top 3 finishes, then normal mode is going to be unlocked. So if you're stuck, or if you just want to wait until those 3 teams beat it, you can restart on normal mode to get the completion. Now, as of right now, Bungie is actually not revealing if any items are going to be disabled for this dungeon race, but definitely keep an eye out for those, because usually a few things do get disabled. Now, if you are able to complete it on contest mode, this is the emblem you're going to get. And if you're able to complete it, period, you are able to get this hoodie as well from Bungie Rewards, guys. Now, additionally, guys, some exciting news. There's going to be a big Twitch Rivals Day 1 dungeon race, and your boy is a part of it. So I will have drops enabled. If you watch my Twitch channel for 2 hours tomorrow, you will earn this exclusive emblem. And on top of that, guys, if you subscribe to my Twitch channel, you will get this exclusive emblem as well. So definitely stop by the Twitch channel tomorrow and at least, leave it running for 2 hours so you earn that one emblem. You just have to connect your Twitch Prime account to your Bungie account and you will get those rewards. And continuing with that theme, there's also going to be a Vespers Host speedrun competition starting on October 21st to the 29th. And people are going to be giving away another exclusive emblem. And then there's also a Baron Bingo big event that is giving away this emblem. And Bungie goes over all the teams and affiliated streamers within the TWAB. But it seems like Bungie is definitely doing more for the community. Like, we used to not even have these Dungeon Day 1 races, and there would be very few of these events where you were giving away emblems, but it's certainly a way to juice up the Destiny directory within Twitch, and that just means more eyeballs on the game, which is definitely a good thing. Next up, guys, Bungie talks about the Wicked Implement Exotic Scout Rifle. This is a crazy stasis enabler, but a ton of people have been popping into my streams on my Discord, etc., and saying, oh my goodness, there's a bug, it's not working with anti-barrier rounds. But apparently, as you can see here, Bungie says this is intended because the intrinsic perk enables slow, which stuns overloads. They don't want it to work with both. I don't really see the problem in why that's bad, but that's the clarification with Bungie. It looks like it's not a glitch. They're not fixing it. It won't work with anti-barrier rounds. But moving on from there, guys, we're going to end here with the known issues. These are the bugs that Bungie is aware of and some things you absolutely do want to know about. First of all, the last word was actually disabled in Crucible and Gambit because it was doing more damage than it should. In addition, the Vow of the Disciple raid is missing the master version in Fireteam Finder, so if you've been confused about that, that's why. And something else, the Deadlock shotgun does not have random rolls like it should, so don't commit too hard into farming that. Guys, that is going to be it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.